So there are different portions that go together, and some of them, like the moon phases, you will see them many times in a book of shadows. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do this, because I've just done the magical correspondences like the chakras and colors, numbers and stuff, but the moon phases need to be said a few times, so I'm trying to figure that out, so bear with me. But I'm going to go on with SPELLCRAFT. I may do separate portions of the video and then like do one together. So okay, how and why spells work? Well, there are two paths, the spiritual and the scientific. So the spiritual, we are connected to all things, including the divine. The divine assists us to achieve our intentions through effectively communicating what it is we do or don't want. To perform spellcraft, we need to clearly state our intentions and raise considerable energy around the intentions before releasing them in a directed fashion. We then take steps toward what we need and desire, and the divine meets us more than halfway. Magic happens. We get what we want. So the scientific path spells speak a language of the subconscious, the part of the mind that directs us towards our goals and dreams. It's where ideas pop up and where creativity is based. You can program your subconscious to focus on what you want through elements like symbology, movement, visualization, and emotion. And spells are an effective way to do this. Spells, rituals, and invocations work effectively no matter the path you choose. These are casting tips. Relax and have fun. Don't worry if things don't go perfectly. Plan in advance. Be clear about your intentions and don't interfere with free will. These are basically the same as the last ones, but they're spell casting made easy. So focus, raising power, purpose and intention, release, and participating and grounding. Apparently I need a bookmark. Okay, so I finally get to talk about moon phases. So the moon cycles and phases. You can find the moon's phases in other sections of this book. So when is the best time to cast my spells? You can actually do them at any time, although certain times are more powerful, giving you the most effective results. Traditionally, witches and pagans work with moon energy, which encompasses both moon phases and the tides. You'll see a schedule moon phase timings for each year here. I'm starting with this year, the year this was written, though, 2021. I will place it after this so it may be taken out later and a new one added in. We'll skip to the moon phase meanings, which we will discuss a few times in this book. The phases are extremely important in spell work. Below, we'll quickly go over the meanings. This time, though, we're discussing tides, and this isn't something that will be in many other places in the book, if anywhere else at all. So pay attention or even highlight it. So I'm going to go over the phases, what they mean. And there's after I do this, I'm going to tell you the timing and spell work, okay? So this is like a generalized portion of, you know, the moon phases in this book. The full moon. The moon is full in the sky. Its full energy gives you high impact results and perfect for any type of attraction spell. Great for finding your true path and purpose in life. The waning moon. Growing smaller in the sky, occurring between the full and the new moon. Energy reduced, getting rid of something that no longer serves you or to reduce an obstacle. Time to give up a bad habit or addiction or limiting negative beliefs. The dark moon. Moon not visible in sky, traditionally a time of introversion and rest. Spells that ask for peace and creative flow. Experienced witches use this phase for powerful healing through positive hexing. New moon occurs the day after the dark moon. So it is currently a dark moon, and tomorrow the 13th, depends on when this gets loaded, will actually be a new moon. I wanted to explain that. Occurs the day after the dark moon. Fresh starts and renewal, traditionally the time to make 7 wishes, spells of health, beginning of projects or businesses, spells for better mental health. The waxing moon. Growing larger in the sky, which happens between new and full moon. Energy is growing. Hold on a second. We did do waning. Okay, I was making sure it wasn't missing because it's actually more important than you know. Okay, so powerful time to ask for more money, more positive relationships, and better health. Prosperity spells, asking for bodily vitality, a raise, new job or career path, or being recognized in your field. Now we're going on to tides. Tides aren't something that I have worked with at all. I've heard of them, but until I done research, I wasn't really for certain what it was. So I learned doing these as well. So tides are linked to the moon. The rise and fall of tides can be used as additional elements in spell work. Aligning them with spells can make spells even more powerful. Being by the sea or body of water and seeing the tides ebb and flow will always add an extra dimension to a spell or ritual. Okay, so high tide. This tide can bring things towards you, known for attraction. Prosperity spells. Asking for better health or pay raise, better position or recognition, or a different career path, which we just talked about in the waxing moon. Low tide. This tide removes or takes things away. Removing obstacles, negative feelings, bad memories, pain, and office politics. King tide. Very high and low tides that happen on a regular basis. Energies are even more emphasized, so make sure that what you're asking for is what you really want. It may be worth saving up a desire for a king tide if it is a request that can await. Here, the astrological correspondences for key moon phases 2021 should be, but adding at the very end of this portion so it can be removed or changed out. I wanted to put the stuff for 2021 in the very back of the book, so I don't know, I may make another copy so I can put it in here, but it's already, like, there's so... I wasn't aware that this was going to happen until I started it, you know. Some things are going to pop up many times within the book. So you're not really sure where to put certain things. Unless you just make extra copies, I guess. Beneficial timings have already been discussed, but we go over it again. Afterward, the timings for equinox and solstice, UTC and EST, these are time zones, sorry, should be here. But again, this will be added at the end of this, which can be used for the next part and other sections as well. So we're going to go into timings now, and that also goes in with spell work. Okay, I have two different sets of these. I didn't like that for reasons, so there was a shorter version. So dawn, new beginnings, new projects, creativity spells, and initiations. Sunset, completions, asking for help for a project or issue that may be difficult or long, spells for faith and preparation. Midday, asking for increased personal power, confidence and strength, and courage to allow your light to shine. Worshipping during fire festivals such as Litha. Okay, so there is not as many times, like I only have the 1, 2, 3, 4, but some of them have like 7 different ones. Like every few hours it's another time. But I did not do that in here, okay? Just to let you know. Okay. Midnight, witching hour, turning dreams into reality and asking for self-knowledge, deep and lasting change and help from your ancestors. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over into timing and spell work.